Welcome everyone. My name is Chinye Oko and I'm a certified trainer and coach with my gym. And my background is in organizational leadership and organizational development. What does that mean? That generally means that I get the opportunity and the pleasure and privilege to travel to different organizations and have conversations with folks like you all who want to better manage their relationships, either with their coworkers or with their boss or with their teams or with their groups. So I'd like to invite you all into a journey with me today, and we are going to actually talk about our motivational style and what your impact on others are. Okay? So the way that we are perceived by other people is generally based on how we behave, right? Yes, right. So that's a little bit subjective. For example, say that you are speaking to your team, or you're speaking in front of your team. Not every single person in that room is going to interpret what you're saying the same way. Okay? And the way that we behave and the way that we want to achieve certain things, it's usually based on how we would like to feel, right? And so our self-worth is tied into our motivational style, and there's an array of different motivational styles. My motivational style is completely different than yours, right? Your motivational style will be completely different than hers, right? So that's what we're gonna take a journey into today. And I have a really great exercise for everyone here. I've already given you the handout, so if you don't mind, take a look at the handout that I have given to you. And at the top of the page, this area where it says who, I want you to take a minute, and I'll give you guys a couple minutes to think about a time or think about a person in your life with whom you'd like to manage a better relationship with. And it could be somebody who's a coworker, it could be someone at home. Think about it, take some time, and I'll give you guys about a minute to write down a couple names. I mean, if you don't want to write their name, you can always make up their name, but you know who that is, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a minute or so to write down a couple people that you identified that you want to manage a better relationship with. Are we good? Still ready? I'm going to give you guys another minute. Go ahead. I think this is going to be really cool. What we'll uncover by the end of this is going to be good. We good? Yes? Okay. So there are really great benefits in managing your impact on others. Let's take a look at a couple benefits, and we'll move forward and we'll continue with our really cool exercise. One of the major benefits of managing your impact on others is your confidence. When you know your own motivational style and you know somebody else's motivational style, you're confident in knowing that if a challenge happens between the both of y'all, you can step into that challenge and you can walk with that person and come up with a plausible solution, right? Right. The other benefit of managing your impact on others is better feedback. when you understand where your style is coming from, you understand that where that other person is coming from, it's easier to it's easier to interpret what they're saying as something to benefit you and not something to bring you down, right? And the other really great benefit of managing your impact on others is a more dynamic team. I know everybody here has worked within a team environment, and sometimes there's always one or two people who clash. But when you understand where that person is coming from and you understand your own personal style, it's easier to come up with a great solution that benefits both people in the team. Okay? Okay, so let's continue on with our exercise. In the handout that I gave you, there are 10 questions. It's a small little questionnaire. Maybe you kind of glanced over it before we begun. And each question is allocated by 10 points. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but I will walk with you through it. So for the first question, it says, it's fill in the blank, if you will, not a question. I really like when the first option is things are done correctly. Now, if that carries a lot more weight for you, you can put that as like a 5. Or if you're a type of person that says, I really like when things are done amicably, and that doesn't really carry a whole lot of weight for you, you can put that as a 2. Okay? And the last option, it says, I really like when I've achieved something difficult. If that doesn't carry a whole lot of weight for you, then you can put, a 3. But all those numbers must add up to a 10. I'm going to give you guys 10 points. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to go through the questionnaire, and then we'll move on in our journey.
And fill each circle.
Yes, go ahead. Uh-huh. How are we doing, team? Good?
Good.
Good. I'll give you about another minute or so.
in total?
Yeah, we'll walk through that here in a minute. How are we doing? Good? Okay, so majority of us are finished. Okay, awesome. You can go ahead and keep going. I'm going to share a little bit about the personality theory with everyone. Who here is familiar with the personality theory, or maybe heard of it? Yeah, a little bit? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I'm here. Okay. I'm the one, I do the research. So the personality theory actually dates back to Greece, around the Hippocrates era. And Hippocrates, what he observed was that people often fall into about 4 different motivational styles, or what he called them was humors. And what he observed is that when somebody falls into a specific category or a humor, he could often predict what their behavior would be during that time. And many psychologists have kind of built upon his theory, most notably one of the most famous psychologists, Carl Jung, who has laid a lot of foundation for the Myers-Briggs personality. You're familiar with Myers-Briggs, yeah. A lot of organizations, they use a Myers-Briggs for their employees, or anybody personally can just take the Myers-Briggs personality test for themselves, right? So the 4 humors, or 4 motivational styles, and by the way, the Mind Gym, our foundation is usually based on Carl Jung's motivational style theory, okay? So the 4 motivational styles fall into a carer, a driver, a professional, and an adapter. And a carer is somebody who is moved by harmony. They're a nurturer. They love creating, they love working with people. They love creating environments where people can come together and everybody is working effectively. And these care is typically somebody who's a really great networker, who the minute you meet them, you're like, oh, this is family right here, okay? Can anybody identify a career path that a carer would probably take? Anyone?
Nurse.
Can think of it? Right, nursing, yeah. The next motivational style is a driver. This person is, their self-worth is somebody who likes to get things done. They love a really good challenge. They are excited about getting things done, and they want to get to the point fast and quick. And they like demanding goals and competition, and they're all about positivity, and they're usually the people that would, are the first one to say, let's jump off a cliff. So that's the type of person who is a driver. Can anybody identify a career path for a driver?
A business owner?
Yeah, a get things done type person, yeah. And then the next is a professional. And this is usually somebody who their self-worth is tied into achieving order. They love order, and they love giving direction. They love things that if it's going to be done, it has to be done well, okay? And their mantra is, if a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing well, right? Anybody identify professional? Yeah, any jobs, any career paths? Military, yeah, that's good, that's good. And then the final, but not the least, motivational style is an adapter. Now, I'm sure you can probably tell by the name, the adapter is somebody who their self-worth is tied in with being flexible. They can adapt to any situation. They don't get flustered or fired up when anything happens, but they can, again, connect with somebody, understand their motivational style, and sync with them very well. Now, with an adapter, can anybody identify a type of career path an adapter would be?
A teacher.
A teacher, yeah. And counseling, somebody who is not easily jolted by the situations that are happening around them. And so kind of give you a personal story. For me, I'm an adapter. I don't get easily jolted by situations or things that happen. But my boss, he is a driver. He is somebody who wants to go and get things done. He loves a good challenge, and he usually will grab me by the arm and say, let's go, let's go. And as an adapter, I'm like, yeah, let's go. But wait, let's get these things done and do it with not just well, but with quality, and then we can go. Okay? So that's kind of the relationship between an adapter, somebody who is an adapter and somebody who is a driver. I have a question for you. I want to stretch your thinking a little bit on this journey. Do you believe or do you think that everybody should be an adapter?
No.
No? No? Yeah. You're right. You're right. Not everybody should be an adapter. What happens when we try to be something that we're not? We usually don't get a whole lot done, right? Yeah. Now with an adapter, there's and with every motivational style too, there's a healthy and there's an unhealthy part. Now if somebody who is an adapter tries to be, or someone like me tries to do something that I'm not, I get very little done. Okay? Okay, cool. So let's move forward on our journey and our exercise. So I would like for all of you to do this for me first. Let's total up your scores. At the end of your questionnaire, you've got 3 little circles here with a total. Now at the top of the each circle in each question is in alignment with the first circle. So what I'd like for you to do is add up that first circle and put that total, those first circles, and put that total in that first circle under the total module, okay? And then do the same thing with the second row and put those totals, that total in the second circle. And the same thing with the third row. Add that row, put that total in the third circle. And I'll give you guys about a minute to do that. Anybody here is really good at math in your head. Okay. Okay. And when you're done with that, do me another favor, and at the top of your first circle, write the capital letter P.
What was that again?
At the top of your first circle, write the letter P. At the top of your second circle, your second total, write the capital letter C. And at the top of the third circle, write the letter capital D. So you've got P, C, and D, which means professional, cure, or driver. Okay? And everybody get a chance to add up their circles?
Still working on it.
Still working?
I'm
Okay.
still on that.
Yeah, I'll give you another minute to go ahead and do that. This is the fun part. You get to understand about motivational stuff. Okay, we good? Okay, everybody stand up on your feet. We're gonna do some jumping jacks. Just kidding. Okay, so looking at your scores, anybody who has a score of 40 or higher in any one of the columns, I want you to sit down. 40 or higher. Okay. What that means is that is your more dominant motivational style. So was yours a P, a C, or a D? A D? All right, you're a driver. Cool. So anybody who has a score lower than 23, I want you to sit down in any of the lower than 23? No lower than 23. Okay. Wow. Wow. Do we have all adapters here? Holy moly. Okay. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm doing this. So okay, so we have no lower than 23. So it seems like everybody here might be a blend. Oh, this is great. Okay. So does anybody have a score that is higher than 23 but lower than 40? Higher than 23, lower than 40?
Higher than 23.
Higher than 23.
Higher than 23.
But lower than 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. 34.
Okay. Higher than 23, lower than 40? Okay, I need you to sit down. Okay. So you all are, you guys are all adapters. Wow. Hi, family. Okay, this is great. Well, the other one was a blend, and usually a blend. And excuse me, the laptop just died. And usually somebody who is a blend is someone who is pulled either way with each motivational style, right? So is anybody here surprised about their you're not surprised? Are you surprised that you're a driver?
No.
Not too surprised.
Oh, that's so
I'm a
cool.
go-getter.
Cool. Yeah, good. Awesome. So here's another question to kind of stretch everyone's thinking a little bit. What do you believe, or how well do you know someone's motivational style? How well do you think you're supposed to know someone's motivational style?
Fairly decently, I guess.
Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. And that's right. It's okay to know someone's motivational style, but you won't always know it off bat. You can usually figure out someone's motivational style just by different way that they're communicating with one another. Their social media. What are they putting up on their social media? The way they send text messages. Do they engage in small talk? And you can usually tell someone's motivational style just by those little key things. Another thing to kind of stretch your thinking here is, do you think it would be, or a team environment, the perfect team comprises of members, or each member is represented by every single motivational style? Do you think that makes up the perfect team?
Depends on the goal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that each role has its level of importance.
Right.
in each one.
Right. I agree. But the answer to that is no. Here's why. Even if you have a team that's comprised of one person that's representative of each motivational style, if there's chaos and confusion in that team, there's no way the team can go to the next level unless everybody is cohesive and understands each other motivational style, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I love going on this journey with you guys. This is really great, and just to know that and to understand that you pretty much already kind of know what motivates you, the type of person you are, how you interact with others. That to me, that tells me that you are the type of person that loves to grow, and you are the type of person that loves to develop with others. Does anybody have any questions, thoughts? No? Thank you all so much for taking this journey with me. And my hope is that when you're leaving here, you have a better understanding of not just what your motivational style is, but that person that you wrote down earlier and how to better manage that relationship with them. Okay? Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.